Write it down. Notifications. Notifications. Write it down. Definition of that. The ServiceNow platform the ServiceNow platform can automatically notify selected users notify selected users via email of specific activities in the system. Specific activities in the system. Comma. Comma. Such as updates, such as updates, updates, updates to incident, updates to incidents, or change request, etc. Updates to incidents or change request, etc. I'll repeat again. The ServiceNow platform can automatically notify selected users via email of specific activities in the system, such as updates to incidents or change request, etc. Full stop. Next line. Creating email notification involves creating email notifications involves specifying when to run, who receives it, when to run, comma, who receives it, comma, what it contains. What it contains, and if it can be delivered, and if it can be delivered in an email digest. In an email digest. Uh, Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now we can.
Now you are audible.
Okay, fine. Maybe like a network is not stable. Fine. So I just want to show you like in yesterday's applications and modules as well. It's available here.
Priyanka, the recording got stopped actually.
It's there.
It's recording.
Yeah, it's recording.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. So see here we do have like a demo application. Yesterday we did it. Okay, under demo application, this is an application, and under that we have done modules as well. List of demo table, create new module, and demo module as well I created. So these three which will be available with like in different three links. One is with like a list of records of that specific table or table, and then new record of this, and then demo record of like an incident new record. So I have added these three yesterday and it is available. Yesterday it was not available because of like in the network issue only. The loading thing is like a not good yesterday. So now it came up. Okay, so let me go. Hope you practiced, right?
Yes.
Yeah, good. So let's have a discussion about like a notifications. Now tell me, so what do you people know about like an notification, not regarding like a service now. Usually, what do you know about it?
So basically, notifications are
alerts.
yeah,
Mm,
kind of alerts,
yes.
which are probably which on which users need to do some actions,
Yeah.
or it could be just to notify people that some activity has been done in form of alerts.
Any updates on the any application or anything? If anyone
Yes.
has done any updates or something,
Correct.
or they have created anything new or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. So thank you for the response as well. So see, notification is something. So whenever any new thing or else any new changes happen, or else which I just need to notify something, or else I just need to send an alert message, or else something which to like in some other person. So here the person is nothing but user. So here the user might be like an end user, sometimes client, sometimes customer, sometime, and sometimes it will be alerted to ourselves as well. Sometimes it depending on a scenario. Okay, so simply which I can say we are going to notify to the selected users by using like an email for a specific activities. If there is like in some specific activities is like going on. Let's say example, in asset management we do have a stages, right? In use, maintenance, and then dispatch, repair, all this. So whenever we are moving from like in one state to other state, that should be notified to some person, or else let's keep the service now apart for like in few seconds. Let's discuss about like an e-commerce sites only. Let's say I ordered something by using like an Amazon or Flipkart websites. So in Amazon, after delivering it, or else before delivering it as well, after ordering it, I'll get a alert message via through SMS or else via through mail or whatever it might be. I'll get an alert from them. Okay, after that, whenever it is dispatched, I'll get an update. And after that, it when it is like in shipped, then I'll get like a notification from them. Okay, so after shipped as well, we do have like a delivery. So out for delivery also we'll get it. So these kind of notifications for each and every specific activity, which needs to be known to the user. Only necessary details or necessary activities, whatever which is known to us, or else whatever which is necessary for us to know. Okay, so those things will be like a notified to the person. Okay, so let's get into like in service now. Even in service now also we do have like a lot of updates, right? Lot of notifications, or else not of a lot of alerts will be sent to the respective persons depending on like in the activities. So here activity might be like in anything. The activity is something the requirement also. Okay, so let's say about like in some other stuff, like I was working on like an incident table, in incident records, let's say. Okay, so I just need to send an update that I have moved from new to in progress. So we are working on it. Okay, and then after moving from like an in progress to on hold, so that is like in one kind of information which I need to send to get from a caller. Okay, in that way also which I can receive the information from a caller. So I'll send a notification to the caller stating that this is what your issue is. So for this to resolve this issue, we just require this information and we will mention what we require. Okay, so these kind of notifications which we send to the caller or else to the respective users to notify or else to alert them is nothing but notifications which I can say. So here we are going to create with like a system notification. So here we configure when we are going to run this, what's the condition depending on like a condition. So it is gonna trigger and who will receive it, who is the person who is going to receive my notification and what it contains. What it contains is nothing but the subject and the body as well of that specific notification. Okay, so that's how which we are going to configure as actually. Okay, so notification is simply, I can say, sending an alerts to the respective users depending on like an activities happening in our ServiceNow tables or ServiceNow records. Okay, so let me show you how we are going to configure notifications. So in left navigation menu or left filter navigation getter, just type it out notifications. Okay, so if I scroll down, there is a system notifications, right? Under this, just navigate to like in notifications. Just open this. Okay, so this notifications, we do have like an out of the box notifications a lot. So we do have like in 306 by default in ServiceNow instance. So to create a new notification, just click on new button in the top right corner. Okay, so now you will get this one. And before starting with like a notification concepts, whenever you are configuring, so you just need to go to like an email properties and that should be enabled as well. Just keep that as a in mind as well whenever you're doing this. I showed you this in previous classes as well, I guess, in reports. Okay, so just go with that and enable your email properties. Okay, just tick on like and sending and receiving. Okay, so now this is a notification, right? So notification is something whenever we are going to do any kind of updates or else any activities is happening for respective table that needs to be sent as an alert to the respective person, then we will create a notifications. Okay, so I'll take one scenario with a incident table right to create a notification. So we do have a states, right? So whenever state got changed to in progress to closed or close to any stuff, not from close to other things. So new to in progress or in progress to on hold or resolved or something. So whenever the state changes, okay, I'm going to send a notification to respective person. So here the caller might be added and then maybe RTL, maybe like an anyone, depends on like a requirement. So in your project, so they are going to provide you like in full details regarding this as well. So who is the persons to choose receive the notifications and who and all need to like and what content should be there. Okay, they are going to give like a template as well for that, and then they are going to give like in conditions too. Okay, when to run we have, right? So they are going to give this as well. Okay, so let's go back to like and so this is a scenario actually in an incident table whenever the state got changed from one state to other state. Okay, then I'm going to send a notification to the caller or else maybe a respective person, so you can send based on like in groups as well. Okay, so let's discuss about that as well now. So now just give like in the name of a notification. Okay, so the name might be like an anything. You can go ahead with like an let's say I'm going to give like an test notification. Okay, or else our scenario is like an incident state changed, right? Okay, so depending on like an your requirement, you can go with like an any of your name. Okay, and the table, on which table you are going and creating it.
Incident.
Yes, just type incident and select the incident table over there. Okay, so now the category. So category is something which you can utilize it or if you're not gonna utilize it, that's not an issue. So, but anyhow, we do have like an option now call in which category the specific notification belongs to. So see if it is like an asset management, we have that chart, CMDB, and then code review, community. So depending on like an ER purpose of using this, okay, you can select the category as well as it is like in mandatory, you can go with uncategorized too. Even that also fine. Okay, and active and then application we already know about it. Okay, so let's discuss about like an allow digest. So now here sees focus on like in when to send we have, who will receive we have, and what it will contain. So we have three tabs here. So if I click on like an allow digest, I do got like in one more thing, what digest will contain. Okay, so allow digest is something. Let's say I'm the manager or product owner or something. Okay, so I will receive multiple number of mails every day. So I do want to work on like in my project work as well, maybe like in different meetings with clients or team or anyone. Okay, so I will not get much time every from whole day to check on my mails. So what I can do, I will click on like an allow digest and I'll schedule that specific email. So only from 6 to 10 or else only from 6 to 8. So this should be triggered. So whenever I do this, so see here, we have a digest template, digest subject, and HTML and everything. So depending on that, so this specific email will be triggered to respective person. See here, email digest intervals can be configured via digest interval application module with system notification. So by using this, we can configure allow digest. As of now, I haven't used it. I have created number of notifications in my projects. Okay, so everywhere, so no one asked about this option actually, but the option is available in ServiceNow instance. Okay, so let's discuss about like in when to send. So when to send is nothing but, so we are going to set up like in, so the condition over here. So see here, send when record inserted or updated or event is filed and triggered. So let's get into like an each and every option. Record inserted or updated is nothing but whenever we are updating something or else whenever we create a record. Okay, so then this notification will trigger. Okay, and the second option is like an event is filed. So event is filed in the sense we have a event registry. So we are going to create it. So if we mention that event over here, whenever that specific event happened, okay, then notification will trigger. And there is like a triggered as well one more thing. So this is what regarding like in workflows. So if I want to specifically need to send a notifications by using workflows, then I can go with this. Okay, so as of now, our thing is like in record inserted, updated. So whenever the incident is created or updated with and the state is got changed, right? So let's not go with like an inserter now. We are not going to create any incident record here. We are just want to we are just updating the incident record over here, right? So just state changing a state from like in one state to other state, that's nothing but like an update here. So I was just checking on this one. Okay, and that is like in conditions as well. So what was the condition which I was discussing before? State is state changes, right? So state might changes to anything. Let's say click on just give the state and state changes. Whenever the state got changed from like a new to in progress or new in progress to on hold or resolve or anything in instant table, and this notification will fire. Okay, and this is about like in when to send. Next thing is like in who will receive. So who is going to receive my notifications? actually. So here we have, see, users you can mention, or users or groups in fields you can mention, or its groups you can mention, or subscribable also you can allow this to like a subscribable persons as well. Okay, so you're not gonna use this now. So now let's get into like an users. So you can add any users over here. Let's say if I add system administrator, so I will receive a notification as well. Okay, and I can add email as well. Okay, so I can add like an emails too. Okay, so let me add my email here. Just showing up, like, and just click on this and see the mail is incorrect. Training. Okay, if you want to remove it, just select it and remove it here. Okay, so after that, just click on lock users. Now the users which I'm sending is like a system administrator. And then here, see, we have a users, groups, and fields too. So we will get a fields of the incident table. So here we do have like in the caller, right? So select the caller, and if there is like a manager or else assigned to person, also you need to send the notification, or else maybe like in dynamically, which we can select it actually. So whoever the person might be, so we can select dynamically too. So now we are just sending a notification to the caller, whoever having caller is nothing but here as of now for this specific incident record, he is the caller, Fred Lurdy. Okay, so if it is like in some other person, and that person will get it. So it will vary according to like in the value of a record. So which is dynamically, it changes dynamically actually. Okay, and we can add groups as well. If you want to send up like in these notification to respective group at the same time. Okay, so let's say example, cab approval, I'm mentioning it. So this cab approval persons whoever having this, okay, so those people will get a notifications. As of now, I have added one user, one dynamically, one field, and then group two. Okay, so what it will contain, let's get into this one. And just got remember one thing, so there is like in one interview question regarding notifications actually. So how many ways I can trigger notification, they will ask. Okay, so just you, how many ways are there? There are like in three ways. Okay, one is like in by using notifications, this concept. Other thing is like in by using workflows, as I showed you, like in triggered. And the third thing is like in by using business rule. So we have a event registry. So whenever the event got filed, then business rule will work. So these three, by using these three, we can send notifications actually. Okay, so now let's go back to like in configuring what it will contain. So what it contains, the subject. So what kind of data, or is what kind of matter you're sending. Okay, that's what which you can set up over here. Before going to that, so that is just look at that, there is a email template. So if we are using the email template, no need to go with the subject and the message as well. So let me tell you what is email template. So email template is nothing but, let's say I just need to, if the condition is different, okay, and who will receive is different. However, but the content, whatever which we are sending, content of mail or notification is same. Let's say there is like in 10 notifications which I need to create. Okay, so 10 I need to create, and for these 10 we have a different condition and different uses as well. Okay, but the content is like in same, whatever the content which I'm using right now is which I can say use I can use for like in all the 10 notifications as well. Okay, so what I can do, I can keep this content in one template. Okay, and I can utilize this template for all the 10 notifications at the same time. So every time, no need to type it out or copy paste the subject and the message as well. So it's simply I can use the template over here. So see, this is a template table which is referring to this event underscore email template. Okay, so we do have like in different templates regarding this as a like an out of the box. If you want to customize it, you can go ahead with the your customize the template as well. As of now, this is the one. So here the empty, it will not having any stuff. Let's say example, if I open, let me show you how the template looks like. So email notification template. Let me go back to like yeah, see, password reset enrollment reminder. So this is the one, let's say. So how to open it? Just click on like in the eye and then open the record in a new tab. It will be good for us. So now see, this is what something related to a email scripts we have actually. So the subject is this one. Okay, so here we are just setting up like in how this will work. So this is the notification of that actually. Okay, so this notification will trigger whenever we try this one. Okay, so the template is nothing but something, there is a fixed kind of content will be there that can be utilized for multiple mails or as multiple notifications. Then we will set up like in one specific template over here and we will use it. As of now, we do have like an use unsubscribe and preferences. That's the default one which will take it. Nothing will come up over here if we use it. You can make this as like an empty as well, no problem. Okay, so let's get into like in adding a subject and the body of our notification. Okay, whenever incident state got changed, then notification should trigger, right? So now let us go with like in incident. So let us give the number as well for them to for a better understanding. So what we can do, just we can use the variables. This we used once, right, when we are discussing about like in dot walking. Okay, so here we have a field called number. So number is something, it will give a incident number. So you can keep the cursor over here and you can click on that, that will come up. Okay, so there is, you will get a field with the backend value in as a dynamic stuff. So incident state got changed. This is a subject which we will get. Okay, so we can go and change it to, we can customize it this too. So what is the field of the state? We can take it as a state as well and copy this and use this here. So I'm doing it as like a dynamic. Okay, so now I'll get here the incident number and state got changed to what is the updated state in the specific incident number. So whenever the condition triggered, what's the condition over here? State changes whenever record is updated. Okay, so whenever I'm updating a record, if the state got changed, then this notification will trigger. These people will receive the notification with this specific data. Okay, so here, whatever the incident might be, so that incident will be automatically picked as a dynamically. Okay, then it will show up. So this is a subject, right? Okay, so now let us draft the mail as well. So this one, they will give you in a requirement document actually. So what the subject, what should be there, and the content, what should be there. Hi, who is the person to whom we need to send it? So usually it is like in caller, right? So let's add caller over here. So you can remove this call of, this is a field name actually, right? So hi, let's say Fred Lurdy. So here, ticket or incident, you can set up anything. Got state to changed. Your incident state got changed to so on so in state. Okay, so you can give the state value. Okay, the short description of that to identify that. Okay, so all these things which we can go ahead. So let's get into like in the details of that. You can set the state. You can go ahead with like in giving a description of that because he will understand what's the issue. Yeah, here you go. So I kept the cursor over here, I guess. So wherever you place the cursor, so that will come up over there. Okay, and you can add who is the person who is working on this, and you can add like a multiple kind of stuff as well. Okay, so as of now, thank you, ServiceNow team. Let's see. So this is the mail. So usually it will not be like in this kind of shorter format. Okay, so it will be like in more than this sometimes. So if you want like an, need to check the body of here, any of your mail ID, mails, how that look like, notifications and all. You just need to know about like in more how the body will be there. So you can pick up like in any of notifications in existing notifications. Okay, so they're here, they are using like an only one thing, only one line. See, incident comments added. So call a department which they are mentioning over here. That's it in this notification. So you can pick up like an any of a randomly 4 to 5, and you will understand what kind of data which they are sending by using notifications to respective users. Okay, so now I have saved the form, right? So now what we did it, I have created notification with a name of incident state change. The label is like an incident table who will when it's like an triggered when record is updated and the state is changed. Okay, who will receive? These persons will receive the notification, and what kind of data which they will receive? They will receive this data. Okay, so there is like an after saving the notification, there is a button called preview notification. So if I want to test it, how this look like. Okay, so I can preview it as well. Click on like in preview. See, the subject is this one. So for this specific incident, 9002 state is closed. Okay, and then hi, David Miller is the caller there. Okay, an incident got changed. State is this one and description is this one. So automatically we are picking the values from a incident record. So let's have a cross verify of this one. Preview this record, click on this. See, here the caller is David Miller, the state is closed, and the description is like in my computer is not detecting the headphone device. This is the issue. You can add on like a short description or other fields as well. It depends on a requirement usually. Let's say if I want to check it out with like in some other record as well, even that also will work. See, for 0015, the incident is like in the state is in progress, and then the person, the caller is like in Fred Lordy, and the description is like in different. So here we can check it out. Okay, so unscrub, subscribe and notification preferences, we got this one by using template. If you want to go ahead with these things, we can go ahead, but as of now, it's not required. Okay, so let us trigger one notification by changing a state of any of a record. Let's say, let me go with like in the new one, 52, this record. So now the caller is like in but, and then the state is like an in progress. So there is no updates right now. Let me go to inbox or outbox, emails. Emails or outbox will work to check it out like and if we receive any emails or not, if you're sending any mails. Okay, so these are the things automatically happen. Waited 21 hours ago, and then this is 26 minutes ago. Okay, so now as of now here we have a 15. Okay, let's check it out if we get like a more than that. So now just change the state to resolve. Not only resolve, you can go with like an anything and update. So now let's check whether the notification got triggered or not. Before it was like in 15. Have a look over here in the bottom. Okay, so let me refresh the page. Okay, so we will receive like in, see, I got 16 over here. And the mail is here, you go. Let me keep up over here. See, the incident 052 state changed it to resolve. That's what I did over here, right? 0052. Okay, so let me open this and we'll check it out the content available in this notification. Okay, see the subject is like in the same thing which is there. Okay, so who is the recipient? I have added a group, cab approval, and then caller, and later system administrator as well. Okay, so if I scroll down, the body will be in this format, HTML format. If I scroll a bit down, see I have a preview email. Click on that to check it out the content of that. See, hi with the caller name and the content is available. If I comes is ground, if there is like any specific attachments available and the attachments which you can check it over here, and email logs is nothing but the updates of those. Okay, so that's how which we are going to create a notification. Okay, so if I add, who will receive, if I add mails as well, not here. Let's say, let me add this email. Okay, so now this person also should get a notification, right? So let's trigger. Let's change the value to resolve to closed and update it. Maybe like in work notes is mandatory. No, okay. Update it. Okay, now see the state is closed now. Okay, so now this will trigger. Ref refresh the page. Now one more thing, I got like an essay closed as well. Okay, so my updated one is available here. And the same body email will be there, but the state will change. Now change to close. Okay, so email also will be triggered to our Gmail ID. So let's get into like in the properties. Yeah, so why I'm not getting, the emails is nothing but here, see, even if your people are asked me the question as well. Say here, the trusted domains when created new users from incoming calls. If I want to go ahead with like an only service now is the property which I have mentioned over here. So if I mention star, okay, receiving enable, and for sending also here, see if it is like in -1. Okay, so it will be sent. Save it, just check it out like in this property as well. Just keep it as like a star for all the domains. If we I'm going to utilize like in Gmail or Yahoo or any other stuff, okay. So there should be like any restriction should not be there. As a default, that is a ServiceNow.com only for ServiceNow, which we will get a updates, which we will receive an updates only from ServiceNow. Or else if I click on like an some other stuff, let's say example gmail.com or else yahoo.com or any outlook.com, then it will go only for specific domains only, not for everything. So if I mention like in star, it for like in all the domains. That's the reason on the reports day I didn't receive the notification. Okay, and here it's about like in -1 is something, it will receive all kind of domains into sending also, which we can go ahead. So let's trigger one more record as well. Just change the state of that. By default, it was there for me actually for star and -1. Okay, I forgot about like an uh, instant got refreshed, and if I gone through like an new instance before, as it is like a new, so that's what it will be there. So now it's triggered to like an resolve, right? So now email will be triggered to me as well. See, now Fred Lurdy added. So incident was like a, this is the not our one. This is what the one which we just need to focus on. This is a system generated thing which is already there in out of the box. Okay. So here if I scroll down, the same thing will be available. See the description and everything which is there. So let's navigate to like in the mail ID which is there. So the mail should trigger now. Let's have a look. It should come for sure. So meanwhile, what I'll do, I will showcase like an inbound notification as well. So there is like in two types of notifications. One is like an inbound, and other is like an outbound. Outbound is something the mails which we send from ServiceNow. That's what which we do right now. This is what outbound notification. Inbound is something which we receive the notifications. Okay, so what I'll do, I told you on that day, I guess, the subject whatever which we have mentioned over here, it will be a incident description, and then the body whatever which we mentioned over here will add as a additional comments. Okay, so let's compose and take your mail ID. How we are going to get the mail ID? Email diagnostics SMTP. So it's like an ready over here. SMTP sender. So the email ID is something. Let's not dig into like a more stuff over here. So the mail ID is nothing but something dev63588 dot servicenow dot at sorry 63588 at the right servicenow.com. It will be like that actually. So if I send any notification by using this platform, it will be just like in the body will be as like an added into additional comments, and the subject will be added into like an incident description. Okay, so we can try this as well. As of now, it's like an getting too late. Okay, so that's how about like in we do have a two types. One is like an inbound notifications, other is like an outbound notifications. Okay, so this is what something about like an outbound notifications which we create even in our real-time projects as well. Okay, so just let's get into like in how we are going to create a notifications, and then how these things is like in going to trigger. Okay, so let me recall it again. Notification is something we are going to send an alert messages or else any kind of any specific activities happen. We are going to notify to the respective users. So here the users might be like an end users or else clients or customers or else dynamically, which we can go with like an caller or else assign to fields as well. You can go with like in groups too. Okay, so here we are going to get with like in one specific condition when to run. In that condition, which we just need to go in, in progress to anything. So that's how the state update happen. So that's the condition which I mentioned over here. And then I have given like in system administrator and the caller over here. Okay, and then the group I have added cab approval. And the content which I have added over here is simple, which I have mentioned like in the incident number changed to respective so on so state. Okay, I'm mentioning the person name and I'm giving these details. That's it. So we can preview it after clicking on that. When this preview also will help. Okay, so let's say in your project, so you have created a notification and then yeah, they are asking you that to debug notifications is not triggered to the respective person. There is like in two ways. One, you need to check on like an email properties, and other thing is like in you just need to go through like in users. Let's say so and so person is like a not getting the notification. Okay, so there is a notification one field in a personalizer list. Okay, so just check it out whether that is enabled or not. Okay, so notification enable, disable, we have two options here. If it is disabled, we will not get a notification. As of now, see, for like an admin, it is like an enable. For demo user, it is like an enable. If I want to change this to like an disable, whatever the notifications which is coming to me through by using ServiceNow via ServiceNow, I'm going to disable it. I can disable it as well. And one more check which we can do is nothing but here there is a preferences. In preferences we have a notification, so here that should be allowed, allow notifications. Okay, so cross verify like in these three things and check it out the properties as well. So if all goes good, then anywhere something somewhere they is gonna miss it, then they'll get a notification if we enable it. Sometimes the cache also will make an issue, just we just have to clear the cache sometimes. Okay, so that's how about like a notification concept actually. Yeah, go with your questions now. All good? No questions? Am I audible, guys?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
yes,
audible, Priyanka.
you are on.
Okay, so
You're
notification
audible.
second, yeah, good. Is something which we will do in my in projects as well. Even I have configured many notifications in different modules too. I work with asset management, knowledge management, even ITSM as well. Okay, even in service portal also sometimes which we just have to get a requirement as well to configure the notifications. So we do have out of the box notifications as well. Whenever we receive a requirement to create a notification, which we just need to check on like and whether that's there already in the instance or not, cross verify that. If that's not there, then we are going to create a new notification. Okay, if it is there, we can utilize the same thing. If there is any minor changes which needs to be done, okay, so you can inactivate the before one is nothing but the out of the box one. Don't disturb that and you create a new notification. Okay, in future, if something is like an, you need to roll back it and you need to do that. So you simply activating that previous out of the box notification is will be something comfortable for us to work on. Okay, so that's about like a notification concept. So practice with like an, now I have given like in state change, right? So you try with like in category change. whenever category change to software or something. But usually the scenario which we use for notification mostly for a state only, not for the category. But for a change, just you can go with like in category or state, yeah, wish you just try with like in URL, add the condition with like in the change of a field value, and you can add like in users as well, and then add the content whatever you want. Okay, and try it out and click on preview notification, you'll get it, and go to the emails and check it out. If you have any issues to while creating it, please let me know, I'll clear those.
Okay.
Yeah, okay then, so all good.
Can
So
you please share the recording classes after table creation, Priyanka?
yeah, it's there. You won't get no notifications every day actually. Just go to the previous one and you can refresh it. You will not get
Yeah,
like
all recordings are there.
yeah, everything you
Admin.
can
Oh, right.
add it.
Okay.
Okay, so just check it out like in the details and you'll get it. So see, I have added everything. Just let me give you the link of that. So
Can
that
you
you
please
can
share the link?
verify. Yeah, I'm doing. Check it out if you're not able to access it will come. You just need to refresh the page. You're not gonna get, the notification every day.
Okay.
Check it out in admin concepts. You'll get all the concepts. And we'll add this notification as well within a few minutes. Just check it out. All good?
Yeah. Okay.
Fine, guys. Thank you for joining. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.